Welcome to the Two Curries and a Ranch podcast. I'm Jeff, the Ranch. I'm here with the two Curries, Nina and Rita, and I am literally here with the two Curries. We are all in person today.
So excited just to look at you with your face.
And to celebrate being here in person, we have no topic.
Which I, Nina, think is a really bad idea.
And I, Rita, think is a fantastic idea because you guys get to then hear us banter like we normally banter instead of we having I feel like what we're doing is good. By the way, I've gotten some feedback that everybody that I've talked to has been like, oh, this 20 to 30 minute is a perfect time range because then I
Great.
don't feel like I have to be so invested. I can
Yes.
go walk my dog. I can cook a meal. It's like short enough bites.
Fantastic.
So
That was the goal.
that's the
That
goal,
was the goal.
right?
Yeah.
Listen to us while your dog is shitting.
Give me
Listen while you are shitting.
We're taking a shower. Either way.
Shit shower. Shit shower shade.
Can we put that in our Instagram and Facebook description somehow?
That could be the title of the podcast. Shit shower shade. What gives you more satisfaction in life, shitting, showering, or shaving?
Let us know. Go to Instagram.
Let's put a poll out.
Me and Jeff had a great day today.
Yes.
We basically did car karaoke the whole day.
We did.
What songs do you sing, Jeffrey?
Oh, he sings along with my songs. We put on my playlist.
Yes. And I knew all the songs.
I mean, just because you know them, doesn't mean you don't want to slit your wrists to them, Jeffrey. I know all of her songs. I don't want to listen to them because what I want to do is then come home and slit my wrists.
I have phenomenal taste in music. And
Have taste in music like you have taste in books.
oh, my taste.
Oh,
No,
that's a
maybe
shot
not in
right there.
books. Maybe not books. Movies.
Ugh.
Tell me I'm not. Tell me.
I have
I'm
great
lying.
taste in movies.
Mm.
Just
Do you
because I
know?
don't.
Just because you want to kill yourself after watching every single one of those too, because they're so heavy and depressing.
No, I like great movies. I watch great movies. I watch great shows.
She can tell you that, but it's not true. What else did you guys do besides car karaoke?
We went to the bookstore, looked at.
So speaking of books,
Any books were bought?
We don't buy books at Barnes & Noble. We write them down. We look at them on the Kindle. We read the sample on the Kindle, and then we buy it on Kindle.
Oh, I see.
So we're not supporting those books. I bought a coffee. All right, I did my
you
part.
did buy a coffee.
How do you feel about the Harry Potter books?
I've read a couple of them. I thought they were good. Really good.
You want to ask her how she feels about them?
I
feel-
tried to read it. I couldn't. I read like the first paragraph, and I really didn't get into it any more than that.
That's all
Oh.
she gave it was the first paragraph. That's correct.
But I mean, I'm not 12, so I don't need to read Harry Potter. I don't understand. My dad, why can't you read the children's book like Harry Potter? She's the Fisher and the Queen of England. What are you doing with your life?
I mean,
He's not wrong.
he's not wrong.
Why can't I read a Harry Potter? I don't know.
I think there's also a fundamental difference here that you don't like. I don't want to say
Trash.
you don't. You can't deal with fantasy. Like you need stuff rooted in horrible reality.
I love reality.
Yeah.
Reality is where it's at.
Shouldn't-
I like dystopian fiction because it's more
'cause it-
depressing
'cause it's more-
than reality.
Then it's even more depressing.
Love me some dystopian fiction.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Jeffrey?
thank
This is why.
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah.
I know it's hard. It's hard to have a conversation because she would have been like, I watch a lot of like period pieces, and I'll watch them. I like my TV, I guess, the same way I like my books. I don't
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm okay. I like a good fantasy. I'm a like sci-fi kind of girl. It's all good. This one can't do those either. She doesn't like.
I don't like period pieces.
She won't. She won't. She won't even try.
Oh, I've tried. I tried that.
The
What
same
is
way you did it.
Downton Abbey like 5 times. Can I get into Downton Abbey? Don't understand the obsession with Downton fucking Abbey.
I suggested a book today when we were at Barnes and Noble, and it was I thought it was really interesting. It was about this couple.
Oh my god, it was so dumb. Okay, Lou, explain this
It
fucking book to her.
It was about this couple who they were married for 25 years, and the spark had just gone out of the marriage.
As it does.
And so the guy found all these cassette tapes, mixtapes that he made for his lovely wife back when they were dating. And he put one in a tape player, which he somehow happened to have in 2026. And
I have a tape player.
oh,
Right, keep
nice.
going.
Okay. I'm not trying to disparage people who have tape players.
Yeah.
So, but he popped it in, and all of a sudden it took him back magically to that time frame when he was dating his to-be wife.
Like it actually transported
It
him, or
actually
not?
transported
Okay,
him.
so it
Actually
wasn't like a memory.
No. It was the real thing, and then the whole thing was the whole book was that this would continue to go on, and they could make different choices or not make different choices, and I thought that was fascinating. And Nina looked at it.
It is a cheesy romantic.
You know what? I was just coming to that conclusion of like maybe that's Jeffrey's genre is
Cheesy
romance, but like
cheesy love stories.
like the
Hallmark
Notebook.
movies.
Like Hallmark movies. Or like The Notebook. Have you seen The Notebook?
Yeah.
Every now and then he'll be talking to me and he'll be like, well, what if you're like in the store and you brush up against this guy named Brett? And all of a sudden,
Brett?
I made that.
Not one of my best names that I can come up
Like, he'll be like, and maybe you just lock eyes, and all of a sudden, you find out you're buying the same thing. And like he comes up with this,
Like you're reaching for the same jar of jam.
the jar of peanut butter.
Oh, jar of peanut butter.
like he comes up with these really cheesy scenarios, and I'm like, you are meant to write cheesy romance.
Is that what you like to listen to, like watch and listen and read books on? Like, is that what your like go to is?
Every now and then, like no, that one that you tried to get me to watch about those young girls. I Was Pretty Once.
Oh, The Summer I Turned Pretty. That was great.
The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yeah.
I think I actually had read that.
No,
Or
it was
have-
a
No, it was a TV show.
Oh,
a new TV show.
Summer I Turned Pretty.
Okay.
Which was
Then no.
a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon.
With like 12-year-olds, Jeff.
There. The reason that I started watching is because there were all these clips.
Because you're a 12-year-old girl.
Well, secretly, because there were all these clips online of all these women that were going to bars to have watch parties to watch this show, and I thought,
You like women. You
I do.
Watching
Of course.
people go.
But I was thinking, well, if this is not happening with any other show. This isn't happening with Bridgerton, even though it's really popular, right? It's not happening with holiday rom-coms. It's happening with this show. So I thought, okay, well, let me check out this show.
I started watching it.
And it turns out I thought it was really good. It had great needle drops. The first episode starts with Mr. Blue Sky from ELO. I was like, I'm in. I'm going to keep watching this.
I don't know what he's talking about here.
Do you see me just smile and nod for the team online? And I was smiling and nodding. Okay.
I will just say that I tend to like stories with happy endings, and whether that's somebody
Listen,
falls in love, whether
I'm a
that's
happy
somebody
ending. No,
accomplishes
I'm a
something,
happy
I'm
ending
here for it.
I'm a
I'm not.
happy ending.
I'm not big into
No.
anti-hero. I'm not
I
big
agree.
into the awful guy ends up getting away with it at the end. That's real life.
I can't.
So I
agree.
want,
I want to have
Totally
endings.
is.
Absolutely. But I feel like I think that's why I like the fantasy, sci-fi, whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's suspension of reality. Like that's the whole point of it. Like why if I want reality, I have reality.
exactly. Yeah.
I want suspension of. I
I'm
want
fine
like,
with happy ending. I'm fine with sad ending. I'm fine with terrible, terrifying.
And no, I want a neat little bow. I want to have maybe not like a neat little bow necessarily, but like everybody leaves feeling good
Yes.
about it.
That's great.
No, yeah. That's
great.
it's fantasy. That's the way it is. I will ask you, Nina, have you gotten it one of our episodes we talk about dating. And many of our episodes, I'm sure we will talk about dating. But have you ever felt fetishized.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
Like the Indian woman, like I'm into Indian women, I'm into exotic women. I don't mind it at all. I'm totally fine with it. I'm like, I'm the exotic
Hmm.
queen. I'm queen of exotic.
Okay,
Exotic.
have you ever been asked to, like, wear a sari or, like
An Indian guy told me he wanted me to wear saris at home and Indian clothes. He's like, "Do you mind dressing up in Indian clothes all day?" I'm like, "I don't know." Like, I don't know how I feel about that, but like, um, yeah, I haven't been asked by a white dude to dress up in Indian clothing,
Interesting.
but I think the exotification of Indian women is interesting. It doesn't offend me.
It doesn't offend you.
It doesn't. Does it
Do you
offend you?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm being honest. There are days that I'm disturbed by it, or at least, uh,
What disturbs you about it? Like, they like you 'cause you're in that for who you are,
yeah, yeah. There's a difference between preferences and fetishes, right? Like a preference, I think I'd be okay being a preference, right? Like,
but not a fetish.
but not a fetish. I don't know if you've noticed this in fashion lately. They've been having घाघराs and dupattas and, like, they're
Sorry?
no, like, they're doing pantsuits, but they're घाघरा pantsuits, like, with a dupatta. Like, it's been in fashion recently, and jhumkas have made it to,
Don't you
like,
think
fashion
that's
se
cool?
if people give it
Its origin?
its origin, its honor, its whatever, right? Like, not just sort of stealing it and calling it, like, a lily drop earring or
Do you
something,
think
you
it's
know what I mean?
cultural,
Appropriation.
appropriation?
I do, and I haven't been offended in the past for when our culture has been appropriated because I feel like, "Oh, at least maybe it's not appropriation, it's them as, like, somebody
Appreciation.
appreciation." It's
Yeah,
they're learning about it or at
they
least
like it.
understanding it, but liking it is
Like, wearing, like, a sari, I think I'd love to see, like, a white woman wear a sari to the Academy Awards. I think that would be
but
so
what
cool.
about, like, Britney on Venice Beach with a bindi on her head? Like, just
I
walking
think
around on
I
Tuesday.
have no problem with that at all. I've walked around with bindis on when I was
Yeah,
in New
but you're
York.
freaking Indian.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think like, Gwen Stefani used to wear a bindi, right?
Yes, and that
Did that offend you?
that it annoyed me. It didn't offend me, it annoyed me.
I thought it was cool. I'm like, "Oh, somebody's wearing it. I can wear it out," like, I can wear a bindi.
You could wear a bindi out now.
I know, but, like, I wouldn't. But I would wear one if I was wearing an Indian outfit.
Yeah, I think that's what we do though. I think we compartmentalize ourselves, right? Today I'm wearing an Indian outfit. I'm wearing my Indian stuff. I'm wearing my Indian bagels. I'm wearing my bindi. I'm being Indian today, right? Like this is
Tomorrow, I'm wearing jeans and a T-shirt.
and there's
But it
no
would be
bindi in
really
sight.
cool if I was wearing jeans and a T-shirt and I walked around with a bindi on. I think that's cool.
But see, I wear my jhumkas with my American outfits
Jumkas
all
is
the time.
fine,
And
but
my
bindi is a particular thing that's like, ooh, like, it stands
it's like
out.
declaring
It stands
it's
out.
declarative of being Indian.
It is. It is. And I don't know that I could, like, walk ar I did do that once. I remember I did that once in New York because it's New York and it's a little bit different
Mhm.
than
Yeah.
Michigan, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna wear a bindi today," and I wore this, like, cute little skirt, and I wore a bindi, and nobody said anything, and I was
What are they
like,
gonna say? Nobody's gonna say anything.
"No,"
I mean, I where I work, there's a lot of Indian people, or people of Indian origin, um, where I work, and there are people that come every day with bindis on. Like they're wearing like a blouse and some pants, and they got a bindi on.
Really?
There's actually a couple of men who obviously do their prayers, and they come in with like the
Ash bindi?
yeah, like with their vibhuti or with their kumkum or whatever, and they're walking around our office building in a corporate setting with it, and it just is who they are,
I think
which
that's cool. I wish that I had enough oomph in me to, like, walk around today with a matching bindi. Like,
hmm,
I think that would be really cool.
I think growing up here in Michigan, in Troy, we had to, I don't want to say hide it, but I think we had to, again, compartmentalize.
Mhm.
And like there were, I don't know if in high school, we didn't do a lot of like cultural days. We didn't do a lot of those things.
That's true, yeah.
But when we got to college, we started having a few more cultural things, or we had Bhangra night, or we did a few more things. But now there's something called the Brown Show at U of M, where it's the Ross team, the Bhangra team, 3 music teams. They have an a cappella group
Hmm,
that's all Indian, like it's literally brown kids
mhm,
that are putting on the Brown Show, right?
yeah.
And the audience is everyone. And I feel like that has changed over the
That's
years,
cool. Cool.
which makes me happy, right? And it's just sort of the same with these folks in corporate.
Well, I was talking about to somebody, I don't remember who, about when I was in high school. I was thin. I think I was pretty, and I don't think anybody liked me. And I think a lot of had to do with the fact that I wasn't white.
Mm,
I'm going to be really, really honest with you. I don't think I'm like gorgeous or like the most attractive human alive, but I think that when I went to college, there were boys who liked me, but when I was in high school, we it was like, I don't know.
It was such a bubble.
It was such a bubble of
We
like
had diversity. That's the cool
we
thing. There were a lot
had
of Indian
there
people
were
in
a
our
lot
high
of
school.
Indian people.
Yes, there were
And
a lot of people in our
yeah,
high school.
but I
Even
don't know.
there are even more Indian people in our high school now.
I know, I know,
mm,
I know. I don't know. I just think it wasn't like cool to be Indian. Like our culture was viewed a little bit differently, I think, than it is now.
We've always been a privileged minority,
Yes.
and that puts us in a different category than other minorities that are not as privileged as ours. Um,
In some ways, we're more privileged than white people, and it like, I mean,
you
it
need to explain the shit out of that.
because the Indian people that have come here, the immigrant families, are usually very educated. Not all of them, but the ones that were in our neighborhood are usually highly educated people.
I'll give you that.
And education is a privilege. It's a very strong privilege. And like that's why in our schools, the people who excelled a lot of times were the Asians and the Indians because our parents were highly educated.
Uh,
My dad was like first in his class. You know how hard that is
when there's
when there's like 2
a billion
billion
people,
people, So like,
there was only a billion when our parents were there.
okay. Billion. I mean, multi-billion, whatever. Like my parents were like at the top of their class. That's how they made it to America. So the people who make it in those kind of situations are going to emphasize education.
Agreed. Agreed.
And
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is a privilege to have parents that are like, we will do anything for your education. We will do everything for your education. I mean, there's like two, like you don't follow your dream. I did, and they were like, no, stop
Yes.
following your dreams.
Make a box.
Write a Harry Potter. Follow your fucked up dreams.
Jeffrey, having gone to the same high school as we did.
yes.
How did you see the Indian population or I mean, I know you were friends with a lot of our friend group.
Can I ask you something without it being like there's no pressure on this question?
Oh God.
This is a good sign, everybody.
Have you ever been attracted to Indian women? To an Indian woman or Indian women in general, or like
Hmm.
that? You know what I mean? Like, I just wonder, like,
Yes. I mean, over time, yeah. Yeah.
okay,
And I think somebody like, Priyanka Chopra's gorgeous, right?
Of course he's gonna pick Miss America.
like
Miss
a
Universe or whatever.
a Shmira
Yeah.
eye. You know where Shmira is?
No.
We'll show you a picture. Just yeah. Okay. Okay. So Miss Universe.
Okay. Perf, Jeff. Totally diverse. Got you. Got you. All right.
So,
Nina being like, yeah, the only white guy I've ever been attracted to is Chris Helmsworth. I didn't find Indian men attractive
mm,
Man, that's
until honestly, really recently.
You had some crushes on some Indian boys. I'm not going to mention their name, but you know who they are. So that is not completely true. You are not remembering correctly. I don't think you're trying to lie. I think you just don't remember that you've liked boys who are
I mean,
Indian,
I like the boys, yeah, but
that are Indian. Do I need to like?
I need to mute the mic so that you can say they
We're taking a break, everybody.
Take a 2 minutes. No, okay, I think I know who you're talking about, but I don't think it at that age, I don't think it was a matter of like attraction in the way that you're asking Jeffrey currently.
Was
I
you just
think
had a
that was like,
crush?
yeah, I think it
What's the
was.
difference between a crush and attraction?
I think at that age, it wasn't I think it wasn't about sex. It was about personality and wanting to actually hang out with them. In that period of my life, that wasn't what was at the top of my brain. I think it was like I want to spend time with you. I'd like to go do things with you. Yes, I think they were crushes. I know what you're talking about. Like I enjoyed the time that like I was friends with a couple of them and enjoyed hanging out with them and wanted to hang out with them more, but it was not like the way that I would consider an attraction now.
I don't know. Like when I was in high school, sex was not on the forefront of my mind either.
No.
But I had crushes on boys, whether they be Indian or whatever. Like, I don't think I was thinking about that, but like that is part of the crush and attraction that even if you're not consciously thinking of that, like, I don't know. I mean, that's just
I will say that when I was in high school, sex was on the forefront.
Thanks, Jeff. Bring us all back to reality. And you guys thought we wouldn't have anything to talk about off the cuff.
This has been our realest conversation ever.
You guys think that we don't just bullshit, but we did.
so we're gonna call this shit shaving.
Shower shame. It's where we're just shitting around. We're literally shitting around. By the way, team, it took us, 20 minutes of technical gymnastics over here to find the
It
right
took us a
place.
lot longer than we thought it was going to get this set up. But the only way we did to take you behind the scenes is we are all talking into one mic because we could not get all three mics set up in a way that we were not all talking into each other's mics.
I mean, at least we figured it out.
We figured it out. Yeah.
I feel like it's nicer to actually look at you and have the
Yes.
conversation.
Yes. Yeah.
It actually feels like we're friends. You're quiet now.
I don't know. I have nothing to add to your friends.
You call me 7 times a day when you don't have anything to talk about.
All right, are we out?
We're yeah, we got
close? Are we close?
Yeah.
Call it a pod. All right. All right.
You want to do the outro?
I'll do the outro.
Do the outro.
Well, thanks everyone once again for listening. We really appreciate everybody who's been listening to us from the very beginning till now, or if you just found us today, thank you so much for listening to us. Visit us on Instagram. We are at the number 2 Curries and a Ranch, all one word, 2 Curries and a Ranch on Instagram. We have a Facebook page as well. Nina has a blog at ninakur.com, KAUR.com. And feel free to go on any of those places and let us know what you think, what you do when you're, what is it, shitting, showering, and shaving. Let us know if you like stories with happy endings. And
if you have any topics that you want us to talk about.
Wow, that would be great. Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
We have a Gmail. You can Gmail us even.
We don't have our Gmail up on social media, but we can put it up there. You can contact us. So thanks again, everybody, for listening. Feel free to review and subscribe wherever you get your podcast, and we will talk to you again next time on 2 Curries and a Ranch.